Welcome back to Popson. Hi, let's play some more Europa Universalis IV. We're playing this a year. We're still going for Golden Wind. We have to make 50% of our income from gold. And we have to make 50 ducats in total. We have about math. 12% of our income in gold? I don't know. We're making our way to the Kilwin gold mines. We're also eating our subjects Funge and Eneria, both of which have a gold mine for us. And it's possible that getting those two gold mines will leave us at a good enough point, but I'm not quite convinced that that's the case. Let's have a quick look. We've done the gold mine math before, but never with actual examples. Right now we have 5, 11, 17 development in gold mines, and that is making me 9 ducats, 9.5 ducats. It seems better than expected, doesn't it? I feel like that's better than expected. I don't remember the math at all, but I feel we were like at 0.666 per development. So is there a multiplier on income that I'm missing? Is goods produced a multiplier to gold income? Because it has to be, right? I think production efficiency is not, but goods produced is. So because we're prosperous here, we're actually better. That's doesn't feel like it explains all the difference, right? What did I say? 17? If 17 times 0.666666 is no, wait. What? You just fudged up the math in my head completely before. So 17 times 0.666 is not surprisingly 11 point something, which is more than we're making right now. Which I assume is due to autonomy. Oops. Maybe. Who knows? Do you see how much money I'm making from gold in this province? Don't think I do I? From gold plus 3. I don't know. Math seems off. But anyway, we're making about 10 right now with our 17. So if we take that math and we just extrapolate from there, 10 divided by 17 is 0.58. It's kind of 0.66. So it makes a lot of sense, I guess. So yeah, we're still looking at 75 dip development, plus a bit to account for autonomy. We are at peace. That means there's some buttons I can press, even though we lost most of our estates. Forget what kind of things the tribes want. Let's just have a look. Right, they just want me to grab stuff every time. This time it's from Portugal. Not a big fan. Maybe I should stop pressing that button. So now they're just going to be peeved. I'm still going to take their land, I think. Sure. Keep that crown land going. Now, we have rebels coming up, including some Adelans and a bunch of other folks. Zandoman. Where the ever-living heck is that? There. I'm not too happy. Let's go up there to Lipchak, whatever the name of the place is. We do have a spare slot for an idea group, and Still quite tempted to just grab Humanist, Unimist and be done with it, even though it eats into my admin again. And I am behind on admin tech. And we just generally need a lot of admin. Should just, probably once Alkadir dies, we're just gonna heavily invest into making more admin. Maybe that's the way to go? The way to go? I don't know. I wouldn't care. But really there aren't many other options, right? We don't need another military group, although we could take Horde for, you know, a weaker version of Humanist for us, but the ability to use military power on it instead. But no, I think the idea is, and will remain, that we can spend our admin on Humanist, and we're just gonna spend mill and dip on development to get to our gold mine target. Fine. Fine. We still have a development. That's not the development mission. This is just free innovativeness. Now I say free. We're actually ahead of time now in mill. How confident are we in this? Kinda. Just gonna click the button. The only faith. All provinces in Sahel, Niger, and Guinea. That's a lot of places that still need converted. Fine. Congress against Portugal. Yeah, I know, but I don't really wanna, you know. Gotta be careful with the annexation. The scootage toggling may have to happen. 9,300 days. How do we feel about war? We don't need immediate war. We need his power protection. We have 3 rivals. Are we rivaling all 3 people? Embargoing? No, we're not embargoing Mr. O. So we should probably get that going. Come home from Cassanche for now. I'm not in a hurry to fabricate on Cassanche. I think. So once he's home, we should be able to go ahead and embargo Mr. O. Not gonna do much, but it's gonna give us a little bit of PP. Still kind of far away. Gonna need something else. I don't know what that's gonna be. Age objectives would help. We are converting, but very, very slowly on our own. Unified culture, I think, is a Morocco problem, if I'm not mistaken. Asian trade will be tough. Conversion, I mean, I can click a button to do this, but maybe I should. Maybe I should just have OUB properly religious. They're gonna hate it and they're gonna be all ugh. But the earlier I do it, I guess the earlier I do it, the earlier they will stop being so peeved. Let's disable a trade. Let's enforce religion. They're gonna be utterly peeved. For a while now. We don't have, I don't think that we have rivals that are gonna support the independence. If Mr. O comes and supports the independence, something that would be suboptimal. But I'm just going to assume that they're not interested. Now, do I already have a claim on Cassanche or do I not? No, I do not. Okay. Let's go with the spy network again. Normally I'd be interested in the growth. We don't really have a lot of places to colonize. So grabbing the base tax might actually just be better. Although base tax, I mean, that kind of money is useful for our, well, for having money, obviously. And money does help our endeavors, but that kind of money is not actually helping us get any closer to our achievement, which I would like to do. most of you, well, not most of you, because then you wouldn't hear me, but most of my viewers have already stopped watching this series. And I mean, it was obvious from the beginning that it would be probably not the most challenging one. I was still, kind of interested in why it is that we so few people have the achievement. But yeah, it does turn out to be about as well straightforward, I suppose, as I assumed. How much money are we making? 24 ducats. Yeah, why don't you just grab Umaru, start hoarding a bunch of dip, and head with the annexation? I mean, I really want a bigger admin guy, a better one, but what the heck? That's not the reason, by the way, that there was no episode on Friday. That's not because I lost interest or anything. It's because YouTube decided that, they had to block my video. And the notification I got was like, yeah, you violated something guideline about, I don't know, something that I definitely didn't violate. It turns out, or at least I think that is the result. At least I've decided that the reason for why that happened is that the way I upload my videos is I tend to cut them in the evening and then set my computer to render them and then upload them to YouTube for the next day. And this automated upload from my video cutting software apparently triggered something that blocked it. Now, every software that wants to automatically upload videos to YouTube has to be accredited. And what I'm thinking is that changes were made to my software that meant they had to get re-accredited or something, and therefore my upload was recognized as something filthy and evil. That's my thought about that. If I get banned in a few days because of re-uploading a video that was clearly purposefully removed, then yeah. Oh well. What's a man to do, right? I don't think that's gonna happen. But it's always sort of an option that something like that happens. Wouldn't love it. I do like my channel. Even if I'm a bit I hate this event. We have so much inflation that are we over 5? We are. I mean, it's obvious that we're getting high because duh. Can't give up stab here. He says. Potentially incorrectly. I think I'm gonna take the idea group. Can I go with humanist? And I'm gonna I meant to say immediately, almost immediately, click this button. There we go. Unity and some production efficiency, nice. So anyway, video didn't go up because YouTube stopped it from doing that, and I re-uploaded, and I think it did go live today. I hope it went live today. I did get another email that it didn't. So I'm just gonna assume that that worked. Half price for defense person. I'm gonna take them because I don't care about the local fortifications in Sheva. I mean, they might be useful in a war, sure, but they're hardly gonna be particularly relevant. So who cares? Now this area, October 54, and big ol'. Wow. Yeah, we're gonna have to use the Scootage Toggle there on the Enarians. Because otherwise our annexation of the big boys is gonna utterly fail. How did this happen? How did we overtake it? Maybe just now by grabbing the extractor rep. I thought we started too late. Oh well. 166 out of 169. We'll make 2, so I'm going to do one more. So we're at 168 out of 169. There. And then I'm gonna go ahead and make them libertarians, which is not something I love. So we're gonna enable divert trade, and then we're gonna turn on and off scootage for a moment. There we go. I didn't need to do it twice, but hey. Now they're rebellious, their annexation will be paused, and then when we want to continue, we can just disable the divert trade, and we'll be in business again. That looks like a league war to me. Very much looks like a league war to me. But Austria is starting out well. War of the Protestant League, yeah. You're also dying to Bohemia. Mainz, Ansbach, Württemberg, Mulhouse, Commonwealth. Ingolstadt, Ruppin, Hesse, Aachen, Oldenburg, Anhalt, Goslar, Estonia, Strasbourg, Bayreuth, East Frisia, Cleves, Rothenburg, 3 leagues, France, Burgundy, Lübeck, Hamburg, and Berg. So it's France and the Commonwealth. That means that the Ottomans are on the side of the Austrians? Is that right? Yeah. So maybe it's not as unfair as it maybe looks. Austria, Saxony, Kiev, Trier, Würzburg, Saxonburg, Thuringia, Riga, Livonian Order, Augsburg, Münster, Muscovy, the Ottomans, Hungary. Oh, of course, Hungary. So, Muscovy and the Ottomans on one hand, and then Ottomans and France on the other hand. Lots of foreign intervention there. Lots of great power type intervention there in that League War. Ottomans, France, Muscovy, and the Commonwealth. All great powers. It's gonna be a fun war. Maybe not for your everyday Austrian, but I mean, wars are rarely fun for the everyday folks. So why bother? Right. God, all these rebels. But they should be looking a lot better. It's just barely not done. Because we upped our unity something fierce by taking the first level of admin, of humanist there. We also got extra tolerance for... No, we haven't gotten that yet. But we'll get some extra tolerance, and then these are probably, hopefully, mostly going to disappear. So we have room for more conquest, without having to deal with so many unruly folks at home. Speaking of unruly folks, is there any money to be made? Oops. Yeah, it's an okay workshop there in Kanem. Marketplaces. Gonna look at the map because I really only care about marketplaces in the Ivory Coast node right now. They don't seem particularly grand. I mean, the one in this place is kind of fine. Calabar. It's not a great marketplace, but it's something. Manufacturers. We have some techs. Some techs? Sure. Some tech these days. I want a bit of manufacturing in Traza. I think we need to build manufacturers for a mission anyway, right? I'm just gonna plop some down, make some more money. Again, it's going in the wrong direction, kinda, for our achievement. But surely we'll find a way to stop making money, if that becomes the problem. Speaking of problems, hot unity going down, as obviously expected, but it means... Oh, you didn't eat all of Congo. Just most of Congo. It does mean that we want to consider another war sometime soon. I think it's an Ethiopian war, right? We have to fight them in 57. We'll have to, but we want to fight them in 57 because of a coalition. That's a coalition issue. For those of you who didn't get the utterly clever play on words there. Smartest pun alive. Close on that one. Can't put them on suppression before my colonists arrived, unfortunately. Now we can go into it. Weird little idiosyncrasies. Kinda wondering whether I want to invest in more folks. I do probably want to do that. I have a lot of manpower. And we're not poor. I mean, we're kind of poor. The only reason that we're poor is that we just spend $1 million buckets on a lot of things. And also bought a expensive advisor. I'm gonna start getting some cannons. They're expensive. And it's possible that we'd be better off having more infantry. But I think combat-wise we're okay on the amount of troops we have, considering the people we're fighting. But more cannons are certainly going to make the wars a lot smoother. I'll make my wars smooth. Is there anything else we want to do here? Haven't really checked back. We did swap over to religious society in order to have the unity. What about this one here? Staff cost, core creation costs. The governing cap is tempting. How much core creation cost penalty are we having from our governing cap being slightly enhanced? So being about 200 overall capacity gives us 9% core creation cost modifier, plus other things. 46% increase in advisor cost, that's very, very harsh. So if we were to drop 150 of that, it's probably about roughly going to make back the 5% here. And definitely going to happen these staff costs. Yeah, let's run this travel hierarchy thing. Yes. And then can I see that immediately? Yeah, see, we got like 7% core creation cost back there, and we're saving a ton of money on advisors. Should have done this way earlier. Good thing I checked. Portugal declared war on the new enemy, the Isleta Federation. Seriously, Portugal. Tribes are angry. Make them unhappy, or I have to fight a bunch of separatists in Bagina, Hoth, and Wagadu. Bagina, like that. Bagina. Hoth is right there, and then Wagadu was not in Australia for some reason. Not Wagadugu, just Wagadu. Oh, it's all up here. Can probably deal with these. Question being, you're still here to suppress the, not the Adelants. You're here to deal with the who again? Are you fully suppressing whoever you're sitting on? No. There was something here, right? I'm not making that up. Is it the Ashanti? No, the Ashanti are in the south, and Denkyria, maybe that's fine. Oh, the Zandomen were somewhere here, but they're gone. Funnily enough. So Hoth is not a problem because Timbuktu, the fort, is right next door. So if I march my army in, I'll be able to support that chief. we make it in time. It's steps, so I don't need to be fully there. Kinda wish there was a timer on these pop-ups saying when they actually are going to pop. Wait, that's not. It said Hoth, right? Must have changed its opinion. That's unfortunate. We're gonna probably have one of these places be hit by separatism now. Can I please? Yeah. I don't think I can hit them both before they take the stuff. Seems unlikely. Ooh, let's help them. It's them filthy natives. Bunch of cores is going to be huge. Yeah, 10 years of separatism. That's just disgusting. So now we get our suppression back on, we might actually get to the point where a lot of these rebel factions just disappear. Tinker. No! Okay, not clicking the button. Not clicking the button. Time passed a little bit faster there than I expected it to. Oh, you auto did this, so you're now gonna annex yourself. I'm just gonna... There can be no peace between tribes and settlers. Pretty sure Fun just did. Stop drilling? Oh, the Fungin army. So, I believe Audit Rep is only going to go down once we hit this button. So we can have that final take on the annexation of Eneria happen. And not be punished for missing what I did miss. What did I miss? Really want to go watch Hamilton if it ever becomes available in an interesting place. Well, in a place I can access it. I believe they brought a version to Germany, or they wanted to, but they, well, dubbed it, translated it to German, which I don't even remotely understand why anybody would want that. I mean, I guess I kind of get the concept. But it really just doesn't make any sense to me. How could you not watch something like that in its original form? Now, we did just eat Funge. We just die. Okay, it became better. Actually have a decent heir this time around. Horrible wife, but that's okay if you have a good heir. Certainly gonna make ourselves a Khalifa. Denounce some sect practices. And, Islamic Center of Scholarly Learning. Don't mind if I do. Why is this available to me? Tip skill 5. Yeah. Everlasting friendship. No. How are we doing? No, Unity should be fine, right? Governing cap is looking a bit bad because of Funge being eaten. Unity went down a bit, but still there. And I just clicked through it quickly early on, but we did turn on the propagate religion policy finally in the Ivory Coast. So we should be seeing a conversion thing running around here, there. Benin itself being actually useful to convert to. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. It's kind of sweet that we get these free conversions. They're not like super fast or anything, but they do happen. Wouldn't mind having that same thing happen in Ethiopia as well, but we don't quite have enough of the power there. Now, part of that is because we haven't stated any of this stuff, I would assume. It does also hit trade power, yeah. Local autonomy, it doesn't hit it as hard, but it does hit it. So I went 80% everywhere. Thanks to being fully expansionist, it's not 90. But with the way our governing capacity is looking right now, I'm not super into stating all of it. I want the money, but monarch points currently seem more important than money. And well, there's gonna be a decent amount of coring we still have to do. Colony in Bauchi is done now. What do we do now, colony-wise? I'm really not particularly happy with I wasn't happy with the choice, even when we made it to grab colonization. Or do we take expansion, I think. But I'm even less happy nowadays. Let's check the ledger. I might not have anything I can colonize. It's my colony, but there's a possible colony thing right here. You know, there are two things. There are Chado and Yola I can do. Chado. Oh. Right. Go through the Fazan corridor. What's Jola? Jola? Did not say Jola. Oh, Yola. Yola. Yeah, that's not available anymore. Guess we go through the corridor then. I mean, not gonna colonize. We take me for. Now, it'd be kinda cool if we could get this province of Morocco. It's a garbage province. I don't think I have a claim on it, do I? Kinda want to threaten war for it. But the Mamluks alliance probably means you could say no. I just don't know that it's worth it. How that's gonna work. It's been spanned work. Maybe there's a shot. Would be nice if we could. And then also we're gonna fight Ethiopia. We have the claim on Dembia. That's gonna have to be enough. Be nice to have one on. Where's that 19.1 on Axum? See if we can't get a claim on Axum in time. That would be useful, to say the least. Stop those rampant money. No, it's probably a loan taken, isn't it? Let's click stop them out of habit. It's usually the right thing to do. It might still have been the right thing to do. But I didn't consider the fact that I was not... I did not have money. Can I give you like, no. Wait, oh, you have this, right? You have tribal land rights? No, you have great autonomy. Might actually be tempted by tribal land rights. We have land. Care about absolutism yet. I want the 100 capacity. Yeah, let's pay 5 crown land to get another 100 capacity. Not going to do anything for the money. I could sell crown land as well. That would be a way to get money. It's a lot of money. I really don't want to. Wait, I don't want to take a loan. And I definitely do not want to corrupt myself right now, even though with unity being fine, we're actually losing corruption again. Guess we're just gonna have to take a loan. What I was looking for was the monopolies. But tribes don't have these. They don't know what a monopoly is. been nice to have a general here. If I had realized that we had rebels down there, maybe I would have been able to deal with it. Idea. Yeah, these are getting low, but they're not gone. Where's Hadia? Over here. Surely everything is being fully suppressed. It's just that we're not. Well, we're not very stable. I am unstable. Or anything. When can I declare war on you? Wait. Where's my truce? Oh, there. I was looking for the Funch icon for some reason. I was gone. When 57? June. You didn't find any friends, right? Just Azeran. Who has a million friends, unfortunately. Could co-belligerent Azeran, but God, probably even should. Because we want to go to Kilwa. This means that we're also fighting Ogadin, which I guess is not a big problem. Borsungadi, which I guess also isn't a big problem. Fine. You convinced me that problems are not actually there. If I had to take a loan, I might as well spend all the money in good old Canones. Grab more claims down here. Oh, it is that time of the day again. Thank you folks so much for watching. If you like what you're seeing, please do consider hitting that like button, subscribe if you're not subscribed yet, and if you have anything else to say, then that comment section is available to you to use well, at your leisure, I suppose. Thank you for watching. See you folks next time.